How's it going, listeners? Welcome back to CuboldCast. In this episode, we're going to be talking about the newly released Lego Star Wars game.
Which you finally played yesterday.
I know.
Yep.
So we were going to record on Saturday, but, well, I never bought the game, but I'm on Chug's library. And for whatever reason, it wasn't working. So
Same thing happened for Elden Ring with you, though.
yeah, I woke up on at 7 on Saturday, and I was trying for an hour or two, trying to get to work, and then I never got it to work. So then we just rescheduled.
Yeah. And then you played it on the Switch, which really isn't the best version of it.
I guess not, but I played it co-op, which I think I would probably prefer anyway, playing with someone else, and it was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about everything more, but...
No, I was surprised that it did run decently well on Switch.
Yeah, the textures were not the greatest, but it's Switch.
Surprised it could run at all, though.
Exactly.
So I was actually finally able to go biking last week twice.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you...
really fun.
Oh, I know you knew. I know you went once, but I didn't know you went a couple times.
Well, I think it was twice. Well, actually, no. Yeah, you're right. Once. It was going to be twice, but I actually didn't go yesterday. Or the day before, sorry. But it's really nice to actually start getting out.
Yeah.
But I found out that I probably need a new bike because mine, when I'm riding, the gears it'll switch gears without me switching them.
Ooh.
Well, yours is a Walmart bike, right?
Yeah, but it lasted me a
So-
couple of years.
Yeah.
But in general, I don't like gears at all. So my next one's going to be a 1-speed. Because I just hate
I haven't
having
had good luck
gears.
with gears on bikes.
I know.
It's the
You
worst.
click it, and it's like... and it's scary. You don't know if it's going to if you don't know if it's going to work or
I
not.
know.
At least the ones we bought.
But usually
Yeah.
usually, at least for me, I only keep it on one gear.
Same.
And I ride the whole time. So when you get a 1-speed, it's like the perfect resistance. It's like a 7 or something, or a 6 or something.
Well,
like
it
in
works
between.
differently on different inclines. Like it's a little bit easier on higher inclines,
Yeah.
and then it's you can it's a little bit harder on the non-inclines, so you
Yeah.
can go a little bit faster.
Yeah. I just prefer having one gear. I don't have to worry about anything else. But yeah.
And then yesterday, I was sprinting in the wrong shoes, and my legs were also really tired, and I rolled my ankle pretty bad. And Sierra's mom is a nurse practitioner. She looked at it, and she said it might be sprained. She gave me crutches. I don't want to use them because it's super annoying. But I'm actually able to walk on it a little bit
Do
today.
we bring floppers?
No.
Sliders?
I was wearing these shoes that I'm wearing now. The Adidas.
Normal shoes.
Oh, flat shoes.
Yeah, not running shoes. But yeah, don't run in those shoes. I'm never going to run in those shoes again.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yeah, I used to run in my Vans on the treadmill, but I don't do it anymore. Well, one, because I don't really run that much anymore. I just do the stair stepper, but also it would hurt the middle of my foot because it doesn't have any curvature. It's just
it's
straight
up flat. There's no arch.
Yeah, it's you have flippers on, just
Ugh.
Yeah, you used to do that, and I used to do it too.
I still do it. It's just it doesn't hurt my feet.
Huh.
And
It hurt
you
my
also
feet a
have
lot.
the biggest feet
I
ever.
have duck
It's
feet.
hobbit feet.
Yeah, hobbit feet, yeah. Well, my feet are very wide and very arched on the bottom. So it doesn't really matter what I use. It won't really hurt my feet that much.
I remember, so there's a beach that we go to a lot here. There's this section that has a lot of rocks, and there's this massive rock that we always climb on every summer. But everyone else has to climb on it because it's quite an incline. You have to climb on it with both your feet and your hands to kind of make your way up. But Chug literally just walks on it, no hands, just straight up.
On a pretty steep incline, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what he's like? He's like those goats that climb up the dams. Have you seen those
On
videos?
the little teeny tiny rocks.
Yeah, there's this video on YouTube. There's probably a lot of them where these goats have little elastic hooves, and there's a dam that's hundreds of feet high and almost vertical.
It's almost impossible to get up if you're human.
But they somehow can just stick their little hooves on the wall and hover.
Wow.
They can stay on the tiniest little rocks jutting out.
Weird.
They go up there to get salt or something.
That's crazy.
It's odd.
But that's who you're like with rocks. Somehow you just climb up the side.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. That, and when we go biking, you have really strong calves and legs.
My legs aren't as strong anymore, and But I used to only do legs.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's like from that point, I would get stronger and stronger, and obviously like since I haven't been doing as much, they've gotten weaker and weaker. But like
still though,
still
because like we'd be biking and like me and whoever else we're with would stop midway through the hill, but then he would just keep going, like keep pedaling all the way
yeah,
up.
literally.
You used to do that thing where you'd go really, really fast.
Yeah.
Did you stand up or something? I remember
I
it was a funny thing.
I stood up a lot, but I would also turn it to the lowest gear possible.
Oh, so your
And
legs
then
are just
my
going
legs
crazy.
would just go so fast, and it would be the lowest gear.
I love biking.
Yeah, biking is fun. I either want to try to get ours working again or get a new bike.
I would just grab a new one.
Because I think we've had those bikes that we got from Dick's Sporting Goods for like 2016.
Yeah, they're pretty
I
old.
think 2016 is when we got those bikes. Because we used it in 2017 that one year.
Yeah, I know.
And they were sketchy when we got them.
Yeah, but they lasted though.
That's true.
Which is crazy. I mean, my bike, the pedal thing, where
Yeah.
it wouldn't like, what is it? It wouldn't tighten, so it would just undo the pedal.
And it bucked you off.
That wasn't the reason though.
Oh.
The first time I got it, I think the chain while it was changing gears, messed up somehow, and then that was bad. And then it threw me off.
Huh.
And then I had to carry the bike home with a bloody knee.
Yeah. That was fun. Yeah, Ben also, I think it was last summer, he got bucked off the bike on the trail near our house.
Oh.
That's a pretty bad trail to ride a hybrid on, though.
Yeah.
I rode my bike on it. It was actually decent.
I don't know. I'm sketched out about that kind of stuff. Like,
Well, a hybrid is made for that type of thing. Well, no, it's
all the
made
way. I mean,
not all the way, but like it's not a mountain bike, obviously.
Yeah. Like you could definitely go on trails with it.
Mm-hmm.
But like I feel like if it's that trail, like it's not the worst, but I'd be obviously feel much safer if I had a mountain bike.
I think he
like-
was using someone else's bike, like Elena's or something.
Who, Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
he
wasn't
was.
one of ours.
It was still a hybrid, but
What is it? The trail in in town. What is it? They have a lot of like separate trails that go off.
trying to think.
Like the one right before where the bridge section is. It has like that incline, and you can kind of just go in the woods.
Was it Tyler
Oh
Mill?
yeah, that one. I know what he's talking about. No, it's the one we always go on. But
That one's kind of scary because there's a
very
lot of
thin.
There's a
too.
lot of small little pathways, and some of them go like right along the side of like a steep drop, and it's kind of scary.
Huh.
But it's fun to go on them.
I rode mine briefly on it.
Yeah, I remember because you
Yeah.
had to turn around because your bike couldn't really handle it because it's a road bike.
Yeah. Oh, I love road bikes.
Mm-hmm. I need to try a road bike, but
They're super agile, so you can make like really sharp turns and not like your bike won't flip out because the wheel's so thin and like really tight. So like you can make these crazy turns. And then the other thing is like it's super smooth. It's like butter on the road. But obviously, if you're gonna ride trails, then it's gonna die. You can't do that.
yeah,
It's gonna die.
Yeah.
Just falls apart.
Oh my goodness. So before we started recording, Chug showed me Among Us VR trailer.
they try to make it so
Oh
intense.
yeah.
We don't
They
have
tried to make it so
I know.
intense. I don't
we don't
know.
have Ben or Ricky here, so we can't really show it on screen. But I recommend watching it. It's so weird.
It's cringe. Let's just say
Is that out?
I think it's coming out soon, but
Huh.
it's only on the Quest apparently.
Oh, huh.
My question is this gonna revitalize
No.
Among Us?
No way.
VR isn't that mainstream.
I think it'll revitalize it on the Twitch scene.
No.
It will. You know how many people would want to watch people play that in VR?
I don't know.
I think
don't
it's gonna
the
revitalize it.
game will get that popular.
I don't think it'll get as popular as it was, but I think in terms of viewership, I think it's gonna.
Viewership, yeah. The kids are gonna watch the streamers play it, but most of them can't afford a VR.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not like the original Among Us where people could spend hours and hours and hours playing it.
Yeah.
It's
Why,
like,
though?
because it's VR. You can only handle a certain amount of VR.
Some people probably get used to it.
Yeah, I guess, but I don't know. I don't think it's gonna do anything.
I think there is a lower threshold of how much people can take, though, in general.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like in aside from
if there are streamers who do it a lot, they probably have a higher tolerance.
Yeah, that's why I think this is going to be more of a viewership type thing, content based, rather than people playing it all the time. So I don't have a Quest. I mean, not a lot of people have a Quest.
Yeah.
There actually is a good amount, though.
It doesn't have the accessibility that made the last game so popular.
And if they make it like a $5 or $10 game, which I doubt they'll do, it's probably going to be like $30.
Oh,
Let me see. How much is it going to cost?
VR games are expensive.
Yeah.
When I had a VR for like a couple months, I spent more on games than I did on the actual VR.
Wow.
Because all the games are like $60, even for like dinky ones.
I wonder if that's another element of what's holding VR back. It's just the cost of entry.
Might be, yeah. Now, there is the scarcity of good games on there, so they can charge more, but still, it's annoying, and it was a big cost sink.
Yeah, I can't find a price.
If they make it $30, that's just going to make it even worse.
I know. If it's like a $5 or $10 game, I could see a lot of people getting into it. That was one of the reasons why it was so famous, because it was so cheap.
And on mobile, it's free.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be the same this time around, for sure.
No.
There are going to be people playing it, but for like a day, I feel.
Yeah, I think it'll probably last for at least a few months on Twitch. But then people are going to move away from it. Because you can only get so many reactions on, you know what I mean?
I'm still surprised that it went on for as long as it did.
Among Us? Yeah, it's crazy. People still play it. I keep seeing stuff pop up and recommended. Random like stuff like Among Us lobby, like anyone can join. It's like,
I mean, it's still a meme.
It is still a meme.
Yeah,
So
the
that's
meme is better than the actual game.
It
I mean,
is.
the game wasn't bad.
I think that's what's keeping it alive, though.
The game is overrated. Let's just say.
Yeah.
Like if you play it, it's fun if you have a bunch of people, but like only for like 5 to 10 hours.
Well, I hate when things become so popular that everyone talks about them. Like with that stupid what's that one show that came out? Squid Game.
Oh, Squid.
That was stupid popular. We were on the plane going to Florida, and there were old ladies talking about it in front of us. Yeah.
Oh my.
They were just talking about it with another random passenger.
I wonder if there's a word for that, because I feel the same way. It's like what was that one game that everyone wanted us to play? Oh, Hollow Knight. Like Hollow Knight seems like a really good game, but like in our Discord, there was these couple people that just kept saying, "Oh, you gotta play it," and they were always talking about it. And then it got me to the point where I didn't even want to play it.
Well, I got sick of seeing it being streamed.
Zevi and Jaden, they both wanted me to play it, and I had it in my library. So I don't think they both owned it at the time. I think I've mentioned this in the podcast before, but like I literally deleted it from my library because I didn't want to play it and I didn't want them bothering me about it anymore.
I mean, it is a great game.
Yeah, I assume it is.
I've played it before, but seeing them play it so much makes me not want to play it.
Yeah,
it's just weird how that works. That's why I think there's probably like a word for it.
Overhyped,
I guess.
Like if a game is like, or a show or a movie is overhyped, you usually.
Yeah, it's like
everybody's talking about it. It's kind of like lame.
It's like anti-bandwagon.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, that whole Squid Game thing. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, speaking of games that we didn't know about, I got Death Stranding.
And of course you like it.
Okay, it's...
Do you have any gripes about it?
No, I don't.
What? You're just kidding.
Okay. Yes, I do like games, but the thing is, like, yes, it is a walking simulator, but I feel like the gameplay and the actual story and stuff makes up for it. You know, like it's kind of hard to explain, but the atmosphere of the game, the graphics of the game, amazing, and like just how they do things. It's weird. Like I almost want to play Metal Gear Solid 5, like give it another chance now after this.
That's a way better game. I don't know why you disliked it.
Well, okay, I didn't dislike it. I played it for a bit, and then I didn't understand how everything worked, and so I kind of just quit. But I don't know. There's just it's the creepy tone atmosphere of the game.
Wait, so let me try to just remember what you were telling me about this game.
What?
So when someone dies, they have to get their body out because their bodies are infected and will randomly explode into a crater.
They'll turn into this supernatural being that's invisible, that you only can see their handprint on the ground.
Wait, what about the exploding crater thing?
That happens after.
What? That's the premise of the game?
No, basically, Death Stranding is like...
Is it on Earth?
It's on Earth, yeah. It takes place in America. It's called the United Cities of America because there's no states anymore. It's all destroyed. Places were nuked and stuff. It's crazy. But Death Stranding is like this... Basically, the supernatural world mixed together with the normal world. Mm-hmm. And Death Stranding is basically like the culmination of the supernatural going into the main world. Mm-hmm. It's very
carry
confusing.
Like a fetus on your chest.
Yeah,
so
what's the fetus?
The fetus is literally a tool, so you can see so you can detect the BTs, which are the supernatural things. It's a tool to avoid the supernatural within the main world. And you have to like soothe it and stuff. It's really weird, but I don't know. I think it's a very cool game.
Soothe it?
Yeah, like if it's crying, you got to pick it up and soothe it, because
so
like,
weird.
or else it'll get too stressed and it won't do anything for you.
It's so weird.
But
and I look over and he's carrying stuff on his arms, on his legs, and it just looks so anime-ish.
It's not anime though.
Well,
there's no Asian stuff in it.
Well,
though.
can't you like?
It's all Asian. It's made by Asians, so
it's made by Asians, but the thing is like, it's all American.
Yeah, but you could definitely see the anime inspiration.
You can, but
the anime is basically anything and everything over dramatized or like overdone.
Yeah, like his character carrying massive amounts of stuff.
But the thing is, it makes sense though, because you have some sort of like exoskeleton that lets you carry more things, because the whole point of you being there is to take stuff from point A to point B. You can get special upgrades for your legs to help carry the weight. You can carry more weight and stuff. So I see a point to it. It's not like anime swords that are like 5 times your size and they have no idea how to explain it.
Yeah, but you can definitely see it though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the lead of the game is like he's had a lot of like weird stuff, hasn't he?
Yeah, Norman Reedus.
A lot of weird stuff.
Like other than the Metal Gear.
I know.
All I know, like Metal Gear.
All I know is he
weird.
plays in Walking Dead. I don't know anything else.
Oh no, not him.
The main character.
I mean the developer.
Oh, they did Metal Gear Solid. I don't know anything else.
Yeah,
PT.
Silent Hill.
Yeah, some of the stuff he's done is
yeah.
Some of the Silent Hill stuff is weird.
Yeah,
but overall, I like it. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's just everything about it is cool.
Maybe from like an outside perspective, you're like, what is happening? But I guess maybe if you start playing, because I think the game was kind of split, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Like some people didn't like it, then some people got through it, and then they really enjoyed it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm seeing it from the perspective of like Elden Ring versus Dark Souls.
No,
it's like I kind of want.
What?
I kind of want to play Metal Gear now.
You can't compare those at all. Metal Gear is a stealth shooter.
Yeah, but there are stealth elements. There are weapons in Death Stranding. You got to take out.
They're totally different
camps.
games.
I don't know.
It's by the same guy, but you can't compare them at all.
Apparently, it's on the Horizon Zero Dawn engine or Guerrilla's engine.
Huh.
And then they actually had a bunch of Guerrilla members come and help develop the game with them.
Guerrilla?
You
mean like? Wait, what is Guerrilla? Red? Is it?
It's not Red Faction.
Oh, okay.
No. It's Horizon Zero Dawn. They also, I forgot what else they did. They did something else. Let me see.
I'm not sure. I want to double check on the things. Make sure they're recording.
Okay.
We don't need another situation.
Yeah.
Oh, they did Killzone.
Oh, I love Killzone.
They did Killzone and Horizon, the Horizon games.
Huh. Yeah, I love Killzone. They gotta bring that to PC or like they need to bring it to PC, or they need to what do you call it? Remaster Killzone.
Mm-hmm. I know they have a Killzone for PS Vita.
I thought it was mobile. Oh no, it was a PS
It was
Vita.
It was Vita.
Yeah.
But
so last night was the first time I tried Outbreak Zombies on Cold War, which I like a lot. Actually,
I've been wanting to get you to try it for a while, but
like the normal mode of Cold, like, okay, so Cold War turned me off of zombies like immediately. Like, well, there's Black Ops 4 that kind of did that, but Cold War was just so weird at first because like it was so arcadey, which I had a major issue
there's
with.
health bars above their head, which they normally didn't do, and we've had a podcast.
Can't you turn those off?
I think you can, but
it was also like, what is it? Zombies can wear armor, and then what was it? Well, like the pack is now just like there's no animation.
Yeah, you
like,
kind of just click the button.
Like if you think about it, it's like stupid little things. Like it's one of those things where you get stingy because you're like, oh, but that like, pack animation is so iconic.
The perks are what is it?
Cans.
Like cans now instead of bottles.
Yeah,
it's kind of sad, but
there's like little things like that I was kind of like, what? Like you can buy armor now, but like. I don't know. I guess when I played Outbreak, I actually really enjoyed like the way it all worked.
Yeah, basically Outbreak is like the open world-esque zombie mode. It's like you go into a random map and then you have to complete a bunch of objectives. Like complete the main objective and then you can go to the next place. But then you want to try to level yourself up a bit before you go. I don't know. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, but a lot like going to each world was actually really enjoyable. And the worlds are huge.
They are.
For like, it's just weird. It's kind of just like if you could think of what's a zombie. Like it's not like Call of Duty Zombies where it's wave based. Really,
I consider it the war zone of zombies. That's what I consider because it's like you kind of just go in.
Yeah,
you can go wherever you want, loot boxes.
Yeah, but it's more like a traditional zombies game, like Left 4 Dead. You know what I mean? Where there's like zombies kind of like around, but there's no waves. Like you.
Yeah, they don't come after you unless you actively go after them.
Yeah.
So it's not. I feel like you'd really like it.
It was really fun.
You aren't a huge fan of the wave. Like every single, you have to like.
Wait, what would that be called? Isn't that a rogue
survival? Right.
I know, but like in terms of like you go wave, and then you upgrade as you go, but then when you die.
It's a rogue because you have to restart over again. I would consider Cold War Zombies to be a rogue light because you can give yourself permanent upgrades using those aether crystals. Like if you use your healing aura, it won't be nearly as good as my healing aura because I already have it max upgraded. So it's like there's differences to everything. But
it was fun. I liked it a lot actually.
Yeah,
I might try it out.
It's pretty cool. Make sure you install multiplayer too.
Caleb
had the issue too.
I'd be down to get a squad.
That would be kind of cool. I think it's 4 players.
Yeah, it'd be so fun.
Maybe we could stream it this week.
Yeah, maybe. Do you guys want to get into the topic at hand?
Yeah.
Yes.
Lego Star Wars.
Oh yeah. At the end of the podcast, we have we tried a bunch of different iced teas
comparisons,
which I got mostly lemonade iced teas.
Yeah. You got one peach, didn't you?
I got one peach because I found the lemon version, but it was a huge thing of them. I couldn't get one singular one for some reason. But
so so I didn't play this nearly as much as Chug and Jay. I think how many hours do you guys have in it?
No idea.
Probably like 50.
Somewhere around there.
Maybe like 18.
Yeah,
something like that.
I probably have like 6 hours. But I played it in a different like.
You played it in a co-op setting.
Yeah, and on a Switch. So I have a slightly different like perspective at least. But as of how the game looks on Switch anyway, I thought the game looked really good. I mean, obviously, you know, the textures were like low poly and stuff.
Yeah.
But still, for a Lego game, I was even still impressed on a Switch.
And you played it at 30 FPS too.
That's true. And even less.
Maybe even less, yeah. So if you enjoyed the game on 30 FPS with totally not totally garbage textures, then you'd probably enjoy it.
Oh yeah, on PC.
Yeah, I tried it on Switch yesterday, and I noticed that there was significant input lag. So
really,
I don't know why, but I think the Switch just has that in general.
It might be because you had 2 separate players at once. It might be better if you have one person on, but
yeah. But I also tried it again on my computer last night, and I didn't notice anything like that. The game is kind of buggy in certain places.
I didn't notice any of those bugs that you were getting last night. I looked over, you had me look over, and you were like glitching all over the place.
There's one mission in particular, which we can get some of the bad stuff out of the way because it's mostly good we got to talk about. It's the Geonosian droid factory. there's this part where it splits off into 2 different parties. So you have C-3PO and R2-D2 and Anakin and Padme.
On 2 separate sides.
And it renders both the maps in at once for both parties. So the game is rendering it twice. And legit, I'm most of the time I get like a solid 160 frames on this thing. I get like 17 to 20 frames on this one map.
It's bad.
It's horrible. It's unplayable.
Wow.
And that was the mission I was having trouble with because I was trying to get the collectibles in it. And at one point I was playing as Boba Fett and I jumped off the cliff and he got stuck like down under the map and he was nonstop dying and he was just gone. I couldn't use him for the rest of the game.
Wow.
And then I left the mission. And normally when you leave a mission, your ship flies to a random planet, like whatever the one you were last on, and then your character hops out and you can use or you can run around. But instead my character stayed in the ship and wouldn't come out. So I couldn't do anything when I got back to the planet.
Oh my.
Wow.
So you had to restart the game, right?
Multiple times, yeah. Like I had that issue a couple times in a row.
One glitch that I noticed was that in the episode 4, 5, and 6, Ben somehow shot off Darth Vader's helmet. And so for all the cutscenes and the rest of the episodes, he had no helmet on.
What?
Until the last episode, then it reset.
What?
That was like Ben was playing and he put on a stormtrooper helmet on Finn and Finn turned bald for the rest of the game.
What?
And he couldn't use him anymore. So he was just running around bald and unplayable.
That's so weird. Now, there were a few things that I wish they'd do. They wish they'd add. Like, what is it? Changing characters. I noticed a lot of the time, I don't know if you've played too much of the open world stuff, but going to different planets or going into a mission that you've already played, it just randomly gives you characters. It doesn't like save the ones that you want, so you have to constantly go through the character select screen.
Well, it's already way better than what they used to do.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
In the older Lego games, so you have story mode and free play. Story mode, you have to watch the cutscenes, and then play as the set characters in that mission. But then you have free play where you can skip cutscenes and play as whatever characters you want. So in these games, there's always like certain character types. Like one character will have bombs and can blow up the shiny objects, or another character can use the Force. Another one's short so they can crawl into small places. But in this one, or actually in all of them, it randomly selects those characters when you go into free play, so you can quickly switch between them. In the older games, you weren't able to actually select what characters would come in with you, except for your main character that you're using.
But it'd give you all the characters you needed to complete the level.
And in this one, it does the same thing, but you can actually choose what characters you want in that place.
Yeah.
Like once you're in the level. So it's actually better than it used to be.
Yeah, but I didn't like going every single time I entered a new level. I'd have to go through the character screen and then choose the ones that I wanted again every single time. I wish you can like set like a favorite or two favorites or something that you always spawn with.
Now it's weird because I noticed that the same characters will spawn a lot. So
well,
maybe there
that
is
one
a way.
time I had to do Jabba's palace. I had to get all the collectibles in there, and one of the challenges was like you have to get through without causing any trouble or something. The first thing it spawns me in with is a Rancor. And so he just goes in and starts destroying stuff, and I literally lost out on the challenge. I had to restart the mission.
Wait, it changes your character?
It spawned my secondary character as a Rancor.
Oh, secondary, yeah.
And it literally like started destroying everything. It was ridiculous.
The character selection is insane.
There's
It
a
is.
lot.
How many was it? 300 and something?
Over 300.
That's crazy.
And they don't have the spy, the little spy dude from episode 4.
Yeah, they have Mama Hut from Clone
They
Wars.
do?
Mama the Hutt.
Or Mama the Hut, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
The really, really fat
Yeah.
lady that was like, what is it? It's like Talk Deeply or something? I don't even remember.
Yeah,
It
something
was
like that.
weird, but
Huts are odd.
they are.
They have a lot of fun characters though, like Max Rebo, Salacious Crumb.
People were mad that they gave Max Rebo a voice. They're like, why'd you give Max Rebo a voice?
He has a voice.
Yeah, it's really deep.
The truth. The hidden truth of Max Rebo.
Yep.
You know, he actually had like weird legs under there originally, and everyone just puts legs on him in like games and stuff.
Huh.
It's kind of funny because like his legs weren't originally like that.
Well, I mean,
The Max
actually,
Rebo lore. Yeah, Brian sent a lore video.
The hidden truth of Max Rebo.
well, the thing is, you made your profile picture on Discord of Max Rebo, and all of a sudden, memes started popping up
I
about
think
him.
they were around before. You just noticed them.
It was just so odd how all these memes of Max Rebo started popping up.
He became big after Boba Fett. He was in Boba Fett.
Oh, he was?
Wait, what?
Yeah, he was in the cantina.
Oh, he was. I forgot.
And everyone was like obsessing over Max Rebo being in the next episode.
That's funny.
It was awesome.
So random. I noticed one thing about the character selection. Actually, you did this, Chug. Is when we were playing the open world or the.
This was on the Switch though.
Yeah, what is it? What do you call it? The open mode?
Just your free roaming.
The free roaming mode. So yeah, this is on Switch. Probably wouldn't be a case on computer, or maybe even Xbox and PlayStation. Is it on both of those?
I think so. Yeah.
So we were doing split screen, and the free roaming mode is like barely playable on Switch. It's okay. It depends on where you go, but like I'm talking like 20 frames probably.
Well, that's with 2 people.
Yeah, with 2 people. But okay, so when you're in the menu, it's the worst. When someone else is in the menu and then the other person is roaming, it is like unbearable. And then he tried to switch his character, I think, right?
I tried swapping to a stormtrooper,
And then the whole game crashed.
Then it crashed.
Yeah.
But what was it? It wasn't like that on PC.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
So there wasn't any of those issues on PC.
I think handheld on Switch would probably be the best way to play it for performance anyway.
Yeah,
Because it's a lower
720.
resolution.
Yeah.
Or less than that? What is it? Is it 720?
It is
Isn't it
720.
960?
No, so the screen is 720. Sometimes they even go lower because it's hard to tell on that small of a screen.
True.
But, from my perspective, playing it with all these like bugs and low frame rates, it was still so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's like going back to like what we were talking about in the nostalgic podcast, where things weren't running terribly well, but we were having like so much fun.
Yeah.
Just because I don't even care. Like we're playing on a Switch. I know what the situation is, but it was just nostalgic and really fun to play.
Yeah. So you just sit on the couch and just play it. It's just
I have a weird thing about bugs where I actually don't mind them as long as they're not game breaking.
yeah.
Because bugs are going to happen in any video game.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's kind of endearing almost.
I think it's kind of funny.
Yeah, like the bald fin glitch. That was hilarious. Like, I saw someone give it a bad review because it didn't have an FOV slider.
Oh yeah.
They said this is an amazing game, but no FOV slider, so I can't recommend it.
So stupid.
The reviews are weird. The negative reviews are just people bashing on
It's
it.
people that obsessed or like I had a nostalgia fest for the last game.
Yeah, I know.
Which I mean we do too. We played the last 3 Lego Star Wars games like crazy.
But I watched gameplay of the complete saga. It looks so old. Like it looks
does
so
look old.
different. But like,
Oh my
God.
I guarantee if we played it, we would still have fun playing.
Oh, I'm sure.
But it's
from
just
nostalgia.
Yeah, but it definitely looks pretty old.
Yeah, and
people
there's
were
Lego
like-
Star Wars 3 too.
Lego Star Wars 3 was amazing.
Yeah, that was.
I
that's
think
better than the complete saga for sure.
Oh yeah, did you ever play 3?
I don't know. What was that for?
That was the Clone Wars one.
Oh, I have to do the Clone Wars one in this game.
What
But
is
no,
it?
I don't think I played 3.
Clone Wars.
I still have to do the Clone Wars episodes. I mean the prequels, sorry.
Prequels. Yeah.
Because those I'm looking forward to.
Mhm.
No, but the Lego Star Wars 3 is about the show.
Oh,
it has-
really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it's the first season of Clone Wars
Wow.
with like malevolence and all that cool stuff.
Ooh.
But they
They
have
also-
characters from all the other seasons too.
They also have what is it? Do you remember that one episode of Clone Wars where they were on the Rishi moon? It was the 5 clone troopers, Fives, Echo.
Well, isn't that where one of them got?
Yeah, one of them
died.
gave up his life pretty much, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
You can play through that level.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, it's like one of my favorite levels in Lego Star Wars 3. It was they do a really good job in that game.
Yeah, that really is a good game.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of characters, and
There's like over 100 something characters in that.
it has
Wow.
an RTS mode built into it.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
It was so cool. We spent so many hours playing that RTS mode on the Wii.
Like massive battles and like squadrons of battle droids coming at you with vehicles and
there's
stuff.
there's like designated spots where you could build like tanks. You could build like cannons and shield generators and all these different things, and it's zoomed out.
Yeah.
It's nothing like you've ever seen in any Lego game before.
Wow.
It was very cool. I wish they added it in Star Wars, the new one, but
there's so much content in there. We can't really complain with what we got. Like some people say the episodes are too short. They're shorter than the other games for sure, but there's so much content. Like, what do you want from a game?
Yeah, exactly.
That's actually, I noticed that, and so did your dad too, because everything was rushed. I felt.
Well,
but I don't
there's
really
9
mind
episodes.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I don't really mind it, and I didn't really care. I almost kind of like it, because if you think about it, they don't linger too long on one thing, because like it gets through the story, and it's almost like a nice, sweet little like period of time, and then it moves on to the next episode.
And it makes fun of the sequels.
Oh yeah,
a lot. Yeah,
it makes fun of the sequels, which I like.
As they should.
Yeah.
It actually made the sequels enjoyable.
Yeah.
Like we saw the movies a bunch of times, and they got worse in our minds as it went on.
I remember the first time we saw
Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi, we're like, wow, that was so good. And then as the weeks went on, we were just like,
our faces started drooping.
Yeah. It's like that Mr. Incredibles.
Yeah.
The
day of seeing Last Jedi, it's like
we realized nothing really even happened in that movie.
Yeah.
But those movies are actually really fun to play. And what I did is I played through the sequels first, because those are obviously my least favorite. Then I started at episode 1 and played through 6. And I really like doing it like that.
I started from 1 all the way to 9. I went in full order.
See, I didn't want that disappointment at the end.
I didn't get disappointed, though.
But I love episode 1, 2, and 3, and also 4, 5, and 6. So I always like to save the best for last.
That is true.
You know, like you eat the food that you don't like as much, and then you save the best part for last, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just more enjoyable for me that way.
I don't know, I think we checked this last week, but the all-time peak is 82,000 on Steam.
On just Steam, but I guarantee more people bought it on console.
Oh yeah,
it's more of a console game than a PC game.
Yeah,
just because
it's got that co-op.
It's Lego Star Wars, so
yeah.
Wonder how many people bought it on Switch.
I don't know. Probably probably a lot, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean that's like the demographic that well, not that they're going for, but that probably a lot of people would buy it from, like younger-ish.
Younger people, yeah.
You know what's kind of cool is that the vehicles in game are actually sets. So they actually rebuilt the sets in there.
Oh wow!
Because like they have those big Lego collectible ones that are like $800, and they'll put those in as the vehicles.
Wow.
So if people are really into that, they see like their favorite thing that they bought in game.
Same with the minifigs. I've seen the same with the minifigures.
Not all of them. They created a lot of new ones.
Oh.
Which like they have a bantha.
Like a bantha.
Like a bantha. They have a bantha figure in game that they don't actually have in actual Legos. So the development team actually had to go in and create these figures that looked like Legos. So they had to put fake seams on it and stuff. They put little Lego stamps on it.
Oh.
So like they really went all out with the characters.
Yeah. Obviously, you couldn't see the details on everything clearly because it was on Switch.
I saw some, but are you talking about like on their arms and stuff?
Yeah, they put like the injection mold lines and stuff on them.
They did a really good job with detailing in this game.
Yeah, I still need to try it on PC, but I mean, I had a lot of fun with it on Twitch. Yeah, on the Switch. That's funny. I'm reading a review right now. So this guy has 67.9 hours. It's a thumbs up, and he said, it has a fully accessible Jedi temple with younglings all over the place, and Darkside Anakin as a playable character. I couldn't possibly ask for anything more.
You can kill the younglings.
You can?
No, you can't. You can't? No. You can't kill kids in it.
I thought you could run around I've done it before, though.
You can't. They don't let you kill them. They're invincible. But what's funny is speedrunners are using these kids as speedrun strats because they can actually keep hitting it repeatedly in the air and can get across big gaps and stuff like that.
Really?
So they're using, I think they called it like child beat or something.
Wait, they're like jumping and making like hitting them as they go to get across.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Awesome.
It's hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, you can't kill the younglings in it.
Although the Jedi Temple is so cool. Like if you go into the actual library, the floor is so shiny.
Ooh.
Or
And,
Coruscant's insane.
Yeah, Coruscant is crazy.
It's one of the biggest maps.
Really?
It has all the different levels, so you can explore like the top level.
I think Jakku is the biggest map though.
Is it?
Pretty sure.
It's big, but there's not a lot because it's desert.
Yeah, it's all desert.
Huh.
But
Tatooine's awesome too.
it is. Mos Eisley is sick.
There's this meme we keep referencing in the game. If you go to the Tusken Raider camp, outside of it, there's a protocol droid, and these things are all around the maps, and they explain things to you. And the Tusken Raider or the droid goes, "Welcome to the Tusken Raider camp, home of not just the men, but also the women and children."
That's awesome.
It's hilarious. Like the humor is amazing in the game.
It is. And we have voice acting on this list too. The voice acting is also crazy.
I like the voice acting.
Yeah, we actually were before this game came out, like a couple months before. We had no interest in this because we hated the voice acting.
Mm-hmm.
And then we saw the gameplay, and then that just completely flipped everything.
I was talking to Ben about this the other day, but I feel like at this point, like it's almost necessary to have the voice acting because, like, yeah, like it's nostalgic about when they didn't have it, but it's also like the games need to progress.
Yeah.
Not in just graphics, but content and delivery.
What is it? One of the first Lego games where they talked was Lego Batman 2.
That was the first.
Was it the first?
Mm-hmm.
The game was amazing.
Yeah.
And we were very confused, but like when we were playing it, we didn't really notice anything.
Well, we didn't like the voice acting then.
Well, I mean, I don't remember not liking it though.
We both didn't like it, I remember. But the gameplay was awesome, so that's what mattered.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see.
There's something I was going to mention. I really forgot.
The amount of content.
Oh,
Yes.
There is.
Well, there's a lot. Yeah.
There's over like, okay, so basically in the free roam areas, and I think each level has a total of 6 of them.
Mhm.
So like the True Jedi that has 3 of the blue bricks. Then there's all the mini kits, which is another one. All the challenges, which is 1, and then completing the level is 1. So there's 6 bricks in each. There's a total of 45 levels, I think. Which is like a couple hundred of the blue bricks. And all the rest of them are found in the free roam areas.
Did you 100% it?
I did.
Oof. And you have 70 something hours?
60 or 70? I'm not 100% sure.
Huh.
But
yeah, I'm gonna 100% all the levels first because those are easier than
that's what I
the
did.
open world, and then I'm gonna go back into all the free roam sections.
But
So I'm gonna have a lot of hours in the game when I'm done with it.
yeah, what is it? Each planet system is designated like to multiple planets. So like the achievements, if you're going for achievements, you want to try to get the designated planet sections. So like let's say Takodana, Hoth, and something else are designated in one section. If you complete all those 3 planets 100%, then you get the achievement. It's not like every single planet has one.
Because there's 21 planets.
23, but one of them you can't actually even go on.
What? Which one's that?
The what is it from episode 7 or 8? There's a planet in there that was blown up by Starkiller Base,
Oh,
and
that one.
it was only the space. And if you go there, it's just a destroyed planet. There's nothing there.
it's kind of funny.
What was it? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. What do you guys what do you prefer to play, the story or the free roam?
I prefer to play the story when you first start a game.
Yeah.
If I didn't like going to, I liked going back into the levels and getting the collectibles and stuff. It wasn't as fun in my opinion, just because it's like you're just going into the level not to play the level, but to find the stuff.
Some of the achievements, there are 3 achievements you need to complete in every level. It's like dodge 10 missiles or something.
Or challenges.
Yeah. And then some of them are really bugged. What was one that was bugged for you?
Every spaceship level.
That is true, yeah.
For me, I couldn't get like most of these things to work, so I had to restart the level like 3 to 4 times just to get this challenge done. Some of the missions were really like longer too, so restarting it and getting to the point where I have to get the challenge done was just like ugh. But I don't know. There were like ways to do it. It's just I had to look up specific ways to do it.
Yeah.
But
people also complain about movie inaccuracies. Why would you care about
Lego game
inaccuracies? I mean, we loved the Indiana Jones games. Those were completely inaccurate.
Yeah, those are not movie accurate at all.
We played the game before we even saw the movies, and then we were expecting things to happen in the movie that happened in the game, but it happened completely different.
Yeah. It's kind of like a meme version of the movie.
Basically,
Because
yeah.
they joke about like everything.
Mm-hmm.
Chewbacca gets wrecked.
Yeah.
Poor Chewbacca.
Episodes 1 through 9, like if you notice, there was a meme where I think it was episode 7 where Han Solo dies towards the end.
Spoiler.
But it's
been out
7-year-old
for-
movie.
Yeah, I know.
But like Chewbacca is going in to hug Princess Leia.
Oh, yeah.
And Princess Leia goes and hugs Rey, and Chewbacca's all sad. It's a meme because it's making fun of the movie, because Princess Leia hugged Rey instead of Chewbacca, even though Han Solo was Chewbacca's best friend.
I remember that. I know.
And
Yeah,
then they're
what was-
like, Chewbacca was all sad. There was another sad section for Chewbacca.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw it, but there's this one part where Han is chucking these rocks at a scout trooper on Endor, trying to get his attention, and the scout trooper's just being stupid, not looking. Like, he gets hit like 50 times on the head with this thing, and then Chewbacca gets frustrated and chucks a boulder at him and just crushes the guy completely.
I think I saw that part.
It goes back and shows Chewbacca just looking like innocent. It's so funny.
Yeah, I think Chewbacca is probably the best character in Lego Star Wars.
Yeah, I love the humor. Like, it actually made me laugh quite a few times.
Yeah.
It's weird. A lot of like Lego stuff is actually hilarious. Like, because I watched Lego Batman like in the last month, and then I also watched Lego Movie 2, and it's just like there's something about it. It's because it's like
simple.
Lego.
Yeah,
I know,
simple.
but it's just like there's something about it being Lego that makes it so funny.
Yeah, like was it the Emperor?
what?
Like throughout the whole thing, even the prequels, they were joking about like how he had like they walked into his office and he had like the Lego lightning bolts on the desk, and he has to like hide them really quick.
Or like he'll whip them out at first, and then he chucks them.
Yeah,
I remember when we this was actually yesterday, I think, but it was during the episode 8 when Luke and Darth Vader were fighting.
I mean episode 6.
6.
Is it really 6?
Yeah,
Yeah.
episode 8's Last Jedi.
I mean, sorry. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, 6. Sorry. So it was during episode 6 where they were fighting, and then the Emperor was like, "Do it."
Yeah.
I'm like, yes.
Oh, the memes are hilarious. Anakin is obsessed with sand, or he hates sand like the entire time. You know, at the end of what's the last Star Wars movie?
Rise of Skywalker.
At the end of that one, when all the Jedi are talking to Rey, you hear like Obi-Wan say something, and then you hear Anakin go, "I don't like sand," and Yoda's like, "I agree."
What?
It's awesome. There's another one in the sequels. You know when Rose shocks Finn when he's trying to jump ship in this escape pod? He puts his stuff in the escape pod and she ejects it, and he's screaming. He's like, "No!" And the ship shoots it and blows up the escape pod with all this stuff. It's
funny.
awesome.
What is it in episode 3 towards the end? When Anakin became Darth Vader, like he comes up.
Oh yeah.
And then he's like, "Where's Padme?" He's like, "You killed her." And then Darth Vader's like, "No," and he looks down and his legs are backwards, and he's like, "No," and he looks over and he sees a cake with him and Padme on it, and he's like, "No." I don't know. It was funny.
There's another one too. You remember the annoying purple-haired lady from Last Jedi?
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, they gave a couple more people that were identical to her, but with different color hair. So there's like a green-haired lady, and I think it was a blue-haired lady,
Yeah.
something like that, or red-haired. And the part where she hyperdrives into the ship, there's a rainbow trail behind the ship because
Really?
all 3 of them do it. It's hilarious.
That's
funny.
awesome.
It's so funny.
Oh, I love that.
But yeah,
Yeah,
there's a
they
lot of
really
good
memed
stuff.
on the sequels.
There's a lot of good stuff in the game.
That's awesome.
tell the
Even-
developers are just having
no
fun.
matter who you are, if you played this game and you generally like Lego games, you're gonna like this.
Even
one.
if you don't like Lego games,
Yeah.
it's just a good
it's
game.
just
in general.
overall pretty good.
Well, you have to like Star Wars.
Well, yes, yeah,
Kids
it's a
wouldn't
Lego
care.
Star Wars game,
Well, you-
obviously.
I mean, you wouldn't nearly have as much fun because you wouldn't know the references.
Yeah, as a kid you can do it easily though.
Yeah.
You could play the game without seeing the movies.
Yeah,
But when you're an adult, you probably want to see the movies first and then Then you'll enjoy
most
the
likely
game a lot
have
more.
seen them.
Yeah, if you haven't, then
I don't know who hasn't seen Star Wars.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
There was someone I met that hadn't seen Star Wars. I forget who it was.
Yeah, but don't people that don't like Star Wars say that it's boring?
I don't know.
Or I don't know what their train of thought is.
You know what's weird is like, so you know how your guys' dad is like really into Star Wars?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Just sci-fi in general.
yeah. But I asked him, I was like, back when it first came out, like, were you like a nerd for watching Star Wars? He's like, oh yeah. I know, but he's like, yeah, like you didn't tell people that you went to go see Star Wars. It's just so weird. And now it's like, you're weird if you don't like Star Wars.
Same with video games.
That's true.
Like
yeah.
in early 2000s, you'd be called a nerd if you played video games. Apparently,
now
I mean,
it's
we
just
were too
normal.
young to even know what was going on at that point, but we've heard of it.
Yeah, I mean, it was like that because like if you were a gamer versus like a football, or like the stereotypical, but it kind of was like that.
Now everybody's gaming, and if you don't, you get made fun of.
Yeah,
it's like the opposite now.
Yeah, you're weird if you don't play games, like at least Fortnite or something.
Yeah. Same with Marvel too. Like the people who are into comics were the mega nerds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, that was like the nerdiest of the nerdy.
But now it's just a general thing that most people.
It's
most people don't do Dungeons and Dragons.
It's still a little
anyways,
neckbeardish, but
yeah, but that whole fantasy thing,
yeah.
like people are a lot more into it than they used to be, for sure.
Well, I mean, I think there's just less to do now, and everything's online, and I see all these other people doing it, and so everything is. You see it more, and so it obviously probably pertains to your mind more. I guess I don't know, but
I don't know.
What's that one? Really, World of Warcraft.
Oh,
I think like Henry Cavill is like really into that or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Like before, he'd probably be considered a nerd, but like he's like this.
He's a gamer.
Yeah.
Is he?
Same with
He is,
what is it?
The Old Spice guy.
Terry Crews.
Crews.
Doesn't he stream on Twitch?
Does he?
I don't
He's
think
got a
so.
crazy PC though, right?
Yeah, he does. He got a custom built. And then
Was
also
it from Linus or someone else?
Not sure. But what is the guy that played in the Batman?
Robert Pattinson?
Yeah, apparently he games too.
Huh.
Really?
So a lot of people game. It's just
Snoop Dogg has a Twitch channel.
He's an operator in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
But apparently Snoop Dogg, I don't know if he still does it, but he used to stream FIFA and stuff, and he wouldn't have his audio on. So it would just be complete silence when he was streaming these games. And then he'd leave it on for hours at a time. Like he'd just go get dinner or something. He'd just leave the game and the stream on.
That one meme where he comes back, he's like, "Oh, I left it on. Whoa, whoops."
Yeah. It's like someone in his family set it up for him and he doesn't know how to work it.
Yeah.
So he just kind of does whatever with it.
Yeah, it's funny. Oh, that one meme where he was trying to buy a 3080 Ti.
I don't know if
Have you seen that one where he's like on the site and he keeps clicking. He's like add to cart, all these different things, and then all of a sudden he's like, it says out of order, and he starts smacking the table. It's like it was just really funny.
I think I've seen that, but I thought it was an edit.
No, it wasn't. It was him. It was him on stream.
I think they
Trying
made
to buy
edits of
it.
it though. Like
They'll
put
probably.
like gameplay over it.
I think playing Lego Star Wars recently has given me an appreciation and like an excitement for Star Wars in general.
Yeah. I miss the days, even though the sequels weren't great, I miss the days where we'd like have it marked. Like it'd be like, oh, we're gonna go to the movies this day. It's kind of like it's gotten back to that with Spider-Man: No Way Home and Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah,
coming out, but
which we're seeing that premiere day.
You are?
You are. We
Well,
all
I
are.
haven't. I'm not sure I am yet.
Oh, if you're not, we'll take Ben or something.
Yeah. But it's like, but there was something about Star Wars. It was just like a massive event. But
yeah, I don't know if we'll have a movie like that for a while, or a Star Wars movie anyway.
They're more focused on the shows, which Obi-Wan.
I am so hyped for
Obi-Wan.
I know.
Next month, I think.
early May, right? Or
late
maybe
May.
20
late
20?
May.
No, they moved it to like 21st or 22nd, right?
I thought it was 25th.
But they're releasing 2 episodes.
The first day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be nice. Also, that's when Moon Knight's done.
Yeah.
Which I'm really liking Moon Knight.
Yeah, there's 2 episodes left.
Moonlight's so strange, but I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how I don't know what's happening.
Well,
It's different.
I'm a huge fan of like Egyptian stuff. I don't know.
It's really interesting.
It's like it's really cool.
Yeah, I like it. It's different.
Yeah.
It's not just like, oh, these gods from another planet. It's always that. But it's actually like Egyptian gods, which is really interesting.
Which I don't know how that's gonna even go intertwine with the multiverse. It's just
there's so many high beings in the Marvel universe, like the Eternals and the Celestials.
Yeah,
like
I feel like Thanos should have just snapped and made a new world or something.
It's just crazy though, because if you think about it, like the one excuse that they have for it is like we don't involve ourselves in human matters. Like Thanos snapped and like half of them are gone too, right? Because they're beings,
and all these other people are around, or all these other deities, or whatever you want to call them.
Like the Eternals didn't get involved. This guy literally is like the biggest threat ever.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna get crazy.
I know.
Yeah, Marvel, they could do whatever they want.
Pretty much, yeah.
I think it would have been pretty interesting if like Thanos snapped and then they were dealing with that fallout for the rest of the show.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
Show?
Like, or rest of the canon.
Yeah. Although they probably would have they would have had to switch some characters. Like Spider-Man couldn't have obviously disappeared or whatever.
Yeah, they would have had to strategically switch characters in that.
Yeah.
But it would have been pretty interesting if he actually they kept it that he won.
I feel like DC is like, I don't even know what they're trying to do.
The Batman.
Okay.
Yeah,
other than
like,
the Batman.
But
there's nothing else that is like
actually
really
I think
has that ground
I
that
think
Marvel
what they're
does.
gonna do is probably since the Batman did so well and it's such a good movie, I think they're probably gonna build out that universe.
Oh, they already are. They scheduled the Penguin for Penguin show.
No, I mean like with Superman, if they're gonna do that.
I don't know how I'd feel about Superman in that Batman.
I wouldn't like it, but I think if they're gonna do anything, that's probably their best bet because no one
but
cares.
why would they swap Justice League?
But I don't even think that's a thing anymore. Like there's the Flash movie coming out, but Ezra Miller is in jail. And I don't know if they're gonna bring
he
him
was
back.
arrested. I don't know if he went to jail.
Probably he had like
got out.
Like battery assault or like
but
second degree assault.
He's done it twice now.
Yeah.
The first time he got out, and then he went and did it again.
Oh my.
He just loves hitting people.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's so weird.
Yeah, all these memes like, oh yeah, Ezra Miller's over there beating up people in Hawaii.
Yeah. I don't know. I think they're gonna reset the Justice League or that universe with the Flash movie.
Speaking of Ezra Miller, we watched the Fantastic Beasts movie, the second one. That movie was so boring.
It was literally a nightmare.
What, the new one?
No, the second one.
But the new one did get the same exact rating.
I just hope it's not as boring. It was so boring.
Was it?
Yeah. They literally like the most random side character. They're like, oh, we need to give them a backstory. And then this person needs a backstory. And there's so many branches that like I was like, what's happening?
It just kept going.
I know.
I didn't see any like potential resolution happening.
It's like what you said. Like they randomly add effects just to throw them in there.
Like buildings will just be like exploding and turning to pieces for no reason. It's like, why is this even happening right now?
Did you guys like the first one?
Yeah.
The first one was not bad. Yeah.
I like the first one.
But yeah, I don't even know. Hopefully the third one's not that bad.
Yeah.
Or at least not that boring.
I still need to watch
Harry Potter.
of the Harry Potters.
I like the Harry Potters.
Yeah, they get better as they go on. I personally think.
Oh, okay.
Well, they get darker.
I like the
which is
darker,
more interesting.
Yeah, because the first couple, you could tell they're definitely kids' movies. But then afterwards, they actually went for an older audience because the people who were kids when they watched the first movies were now older, and so they wanted something darker. Which something interesting that I read. This is totally off topic from Star Wars, but the reason like they threw random characters in, like they didn't have Dobby in for a couple movies, was because those books weren't even written, so they didn't even know what they're gonna do with Dobby in the next movie.
Seriously?
Yeah, they would make the movies as the books are written, so they didn't even know what the next movie was gonna be about.
Wow.
So that's why some things seem off between episodes or between movies,
That's so weird.
because they actually didn't know what they were gonna do in the next movie. Kind of interesting.
What even was Dobby?
I don't know.
Such a weird character.
Dobby's Ben.
Is that the little golem thing?
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't like looking at him.
Yeah, he was ugly.
Yeah, he's
kind of like
ugly
wrinkly and veiny.
Yeah. I was like, and he had that like very that weird like sackcloth on him.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, this dude can flash us any minute.
Oh.
He's basically flashing you with his entire body.
I know.
Don't want to see anything.
Yeah.
Naked.
That was weird.
Back to Lego Star Wars.
I think
General reception of it?
well, it's very positive still on Steam.
Yeah, people do like it.
I
Yeah.
love it.
And then the people that don't like it, I don't even know what. I don't even know why.
It would be dumb gripes.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be anything
I
legitimate.
personally think it should be overwhelmingly positive. The people who give bad reviews have the dumbest reasons for it. It's usually like one small thing that they dislike, so they give the whole game a bad rating. And then you have the people that have an entire essay about why the game is bad and why people shouldn't play it.
It doesn't make sense half the time. Personally, like if you make a review and you give it a negative review, there needs to be negatives that outweigh the positive.
Yeah.
It can't be like one or two things and then the rest of it's good.
Well, sometimes they do that, but the negatives they put are the dumbest things.
Well, yeah, but like it needs to outweigh it.
Yeah, but that's always objective. Like you don't know.
That is true.
It's
Well,
opinion.
yeah. It's different for each person. Like there could be one issue that I have with the game, but it's so annoying to me that I don't like it, but it's like a minor thing to you.
Well, if it comes to like optimization, I usually, when it comes to, let's say, a Ubisoft game, if it's really unoptimized, I usually like say it's a bad game. Just because it's Ubisoft, it's probably the same poop they've been doing.
Well, that's because
It depends on the developer.
the game underneath might be good, but it's so unplayable that you can't even experience it.
Exactly.
So that's why optimization is such a big problem.
It is.
And
But
Ubisoft doesn't understand that.
Lego
for some
Star
reason.
Wars is insanely optimized.
I would say it's in the middle. Some people say it runs bad. I see that sometimes in reviews. I didn't have issues except for a couple missions.
The mission, yeah.
When they would try to render two scenes at once. I can't even imagine how that would be on Switch.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh, I haven't gotten to that point, but it's probably going to be bad.
It's going to be like 1 frame per second.
Wow.
But the planets are awesome.
They are.
They have obscure planets too. Like they have Exegol you can explore.
Yeah, but what's weird about it is it's insanely detailed.
Yeah.
Like planets you don't think like what is it? Exegol. You barely saw anything of Exegol. You only saw like a few of the places in the movie. They fleshed that place out. There's a red gonk droid there. You have to do a mission. You need to get the gonk. What was it? It was I don't know if you did it.
I don't think
but
so.
It was like you need to get the gonks of Ren or something.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
And you need to go to all these planets, like random other planets, and find these gonk droids and like recruit them for Gonkatine, as his name was. I don't know, it was really funny, but like stuff like that, it's just like random stuff that you find.
Yeah.
They have a lot of funny little extras too, like baguette lightsabers. It replaces all lightsabers with like a Italian bread baguette. And then you can turn all NPCs into gonk droids.
There's Disco Rave. Oh wait, no, it was Galaxy Rave. Where every single place you go is covered in like disco lights and everybody's dancing. Everybody in the galaxy.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah, there's so much good about the game.
There is.
Even if you're not nostalgic for the old games, it's still a great, relaxing game.
Yeah. Playing this on Switch co-op made me, oddly enough, want to play like Minecraft Dungeons.
Dungeons?
What?
I don't know, like something co-op. Like something co-op and like...
I would not have thought you'd hear Minecraft.
Well, Minecraft obviously is kind of like... I mean, it's like beating a dead horse, but Minecraft Dungeons is like a story mode thing.
That is true.
Yeah, Ben has it.
I don't know, like something co-op to play.
That's what is it? Minecraft Dungeons is on PC.
I know, but I think it was just like the couch co-op.
Yeah, couch co-op is really nice.
That made me want to play something similar.
I really enjoy couch co-op, so I'm hoping the Steam Deck does really well with that.
Yeah.
No.
Because if it does, that would open up another world. Because we could actually just bring it over to people's houses and play whatever.
And that might bring more support for couch co-op because of it.
Yeah.
Which would be awesome.
And people are getting the Steam Decks, right?
Yeah.
It's been out for a while.
I think so.
What are people saying?
No idea. I haven't really researched it.
Huh. Because is a dock out yet?
No.
Oh, okay.
You can't connect it.
Huh. I don't know. I think it has a lot of potential for that.
It does.
It's odd how they don't release the dock with the thing. Like it's
I
like
wonder if
delay.
it's like let them use it handheld, and then they'll like release the dock, and then
it just
it'll give
seems
them
like
a different experience. I don't know.
Well, I think I don't know if their goal is to replace PCs yet. It seems like what they're trying to do is just get into the handheld market in general. They're not really trying to have a full-on PC setup.
Well, no, the whole point of it is to not be a PC.
Right.
Is to be handheld.
Yeah, but you know people are going to use it as a PC.
That is true. But that's probably why they're not releasing the dock as of yet.
Well, I think the dock would maybe even be more of like a Switch thing than anything else. Mm-hmm. Like something that you can plug into the TV and play with friends.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Unless they're trying to get people to buy more games on Steam and this... Actually, no, it transfers over, so it wouldn't matter. Never mind. So yeah, it's probably just it wasn't ready yet, so they're still working on it.
Yeah, which I know a lot of people like Linus and Marcus Brownlee were always saying that it was quote unquote unfinished, but they love it.
What, the Steam Deck?
Yeah.
Because of the deck?
There are a few things in it that just seem like they weren't fleshed out fully. I forgot. I have to watch the videos again.
Like, they're very minor.
They were very, very minor. So it was like, it wasn't like game breaking. They played their games fine. There were a few games, I think they said Red Dead 2 ran a little iffy, but it's Red Dead 2.
The fact that you can play that on the handheld is just amazing.
Insane. Yeah. But they said like GTA 5 ran perfect on it.
Wow.
Which is kind of crazy. Even though it's from 2013 and it was, you were able to play it on the PS3.
Yeah.
But
all right, so any closing thoughts on Lego Star Wars?
if you haven't played it, play it.
Literally.
Yeah, especially if you're a fan of Lego or Star Wars. If you're a fan of both, then yeah, definitely play it.
I mean, if it's on PC, you can get the game for like $50.
Which that's crazy too.
That is crazy.
They offered the entire game for $50.
And if you want the deluxe, which we'd recommend getting the deluxe, is $60. So the deluxe is literally as much as a standard $60 AAA game. Yeah. So then deluxe comes with like 7 character packs, like comes with Mandalorian, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, if you want to see, really cool. Want to see Baby Yoda. I know his name is Grogu, but I call him Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
If you want to see him in there, get the character packs.
Yep.
Now you could buy them separately, but for $10 you get all of them. So
yeah,
it's a better
I think
deal.
it's like almost 20 for all the packs. I think. And then if you buy the deluxe, it's 10 for all the character packs. So it is worth the money.
And on the lesser of the consoles, which is the Switch, it still runs. I mean, I had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, but on Switch, it costs more.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
It costs $60 for base and then $70 for deluxe on Switch.
I bet it's $70 for base on PlayStation.
I would assume so.
Oof. It's terrible.
PC is just...
Yeah. All right, well, thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you in the next podcast.